Chick-fil-A iced tea. It's pretty good. Hey guys, what's going on? Brendan Miller here, back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about what's in my tackle bag. So I'm currently filming a secret project for this channel right now, and that involves a lot of hiking back into remote areas to fish. So coming into this summer, I knew I needed some sort of compact tackle backpack that I could put all the tackle that I would need for a day of fishing, as well as the camera gear that I would need to film. So I knew I needed a tackle backpack, so I scoured around on Amazon and found a nice tackle backpack by Plano. Now I have used Plano products for years and I really like their stuff, so I went ahead and bought this backpack. And I was sorely disappointed. First things first, the zipper on this backpack would jam every time I would try to open it and close it. But the thing that really got me is that one of the internal pockets inside the bag came with no zipper attached. It was zipped shut, but there was no way to unzip it. The real clincher is that this bag costs $79 on Amazon. That's almost 80 bucks for a tackle backpack. Again, I've used Plano products in the past and I like their stuff, but this bag was utterly unacceptable. So that led me to this bag right here. This bag is made by Piscifun, I don't know how to pronounce it. Now, they did not sponsor this video in any way. I bought this with my own money, and I have to say, this thing is absolutely fantastic. I'll put an Amazon affiliate link down in the description to where you can pick one of these up because it is great. Now, this bag does cost around the same price as the Plano, but unlike the Plano, this thing actually is functional and the quality is very good. So let's take a look and see what I have inside this thing. So first of all, let's jump into this compartment up top. Now, this little pocket up top is primarily designed for sunglasses. It's got a nice hard top, so you're not going to break your sunglasses. I don't have any sunglasses, but I do keep stuff in here. I keep a pocket knife in here. It's nice to have a pocket knife on hand, and then I just have a random swim jig hanging out in here too. I don't know why that's in there. It shouldn't be in there, but it is. You could put all kinds of stuff in here. You could put like energy bars up here or something like that, so you could have a little snack out in the water. Then moving on into this top pocket right here, this is where I keep the majority of my camera gear. There's not much in here right now, but this is a nice deep pocket and it's very, very useful. So right now I have my SD card case in here for my SD cards. I have a battery bank in here to run my GoPro, and then I have my GoPro Hero 7 in there as well. Then it's also got this nice little flap up top. You can put other stuff in here again. I have camera stuff. I got kind of a phone clip for my phone I can attach to a tripod. Got an extra battery for my GH5 camera. So like I mentioned, this top pocket right here is primarily reserved for camera gear. I can fit at least 3 cameras in here, as well as a little tripod, microphones, SD cards, all that stuff. That's all consolidated in this top pocket, which is fantastic. This thing also has a really nice little holder right here. You can slip a water bottle in here. You can kind of stick a Chick-fil-A cup in there. But this is a great little pocket again for a water bottle, whatever you need. Then over here to this side pocket, let me move this camera a little bit. All right, so moving over to this side pocket right here, let's take a look inside. Right now, I currently have a charger for my phone or for my GoPro. And then I have a little swim bait hanging out in there as well. Again, this is a little bit disorganized, but this is what's in my bag. Then I also have a Whopper Plopper that kind of got stuck down in there, so I have to get that one out, but that's kind of what's in that side pocket. Again, lots of room for stuff, and that's one of the things I love about this bag is that it's got a very efficient use of space. There's all kinds of little pockets and places to put stuff. It also has these little slits right here, so you could theoretically stick a pliers down in here, which is really cool. All right, moving on to the front pocket here, let's take a look at what we have. So I currently have a bunch of lures. Most of this stuff is Euro Tackle soft plastics and jig heads. Euro Tackle have been kind enough to send me out a bunch of stuff, and they actually sponsored one of my videos. Again, they sent me out a bunch of their stuff and I've been using it and loving it. I have these guys right here, the Fat Assassins. I actually did a review on these. These are really, really good. We got some micro little grubs. These things are really tiny. Got some micro little swim baits. These have been dynamite. I've been using these a lot for smallmouth. Then they have these tiny little tubes as well. They have like these tiny little mayflies. Those are cool. And they got awesome little tungsten jig heads to pair with this stuff. So this has been really, really great. I've been using this stuff a lot for fishing creeks and rivers, for panfish, for smallmouth, for crappie, all that stuff. These baits are really, really great. So I have a bunch of those in there just because you never know when you're gonna need to whip out something small and finesse. All right, moving on down to this pocket right here. Let me pop this open. I got a bunch of plastics in here. Let me pull this out. I got some Berkley Gulp minnows right there. Always try to keep these on hand. Got some Berkley Gulp pinch night crawlers. Always try to keep those on hand as well. Some more minnows right here in a really flashy color. I like those. And then I also have more Berkley Gulp minnows, and then some Fat Assassins by Euro Tackle. This is the bigger size. So I just keep some basic plastics in the front here. The great thing about the Berkley Gulp Minnow and the Pinched Nightcrawler is you can use them pretty much any time for pretty much any kind of predatory species. So these are always great to have on hand, a great alternative to live bait. So if I'm ever fishing for finicky fish, I need something with a lot of scent, I whip out the Berkley Gulp stuff, and it's awesome. Moving over to the big side pockets here, let's see what we got in this one. All right, so we got a couple things. First of all, we have my GoPro chest mount right there. Then we also have some more plastics. I got some little tubes, some Zoom flukes, those are awesome. And then of course, some of my Signature Series swim baits, always gotta have those on hand. Putting on the back of swim jigs. Again, nice side pocket right there. Let me whip over and show you this side pocket. This also has some stuff in it. I have my trout magnet kit. Those are great for smallmouth panfish. Then I also have some goldfish right here. These are the cheddar ones. Sealed pack, ready to go. If I ever get hungry, need a snack, need a pick-me-up, those are ready to go as well. And again, these side pockets are super functional. They have like a webbed pocket on the outside and then two kind of mini compartments so you can split up your stuff. It is absolutely fantastic. Again, a really efficient use of space. That's one of the things I really love about this bag is the efficient use of space. Super, super cool. All right, moving on now to the big pocket right here, and this is where I'm gonna keep the majority of my tackle. Let me whip this open. Kaboosh. There you go. This is the majority of my tackle right here. Got a couple boxes in the front, and I'll break these out and kind of show you what's in them so you can see. So I carry 3 tackle boxes in here. If I stacked them vertically like this, I could actually fit 4 boxes in here, but right now I just have 3 because I like to pack a little lighter, but the room is there if I need extra stuff. Let's jump into the first box right here. I'm gonna go through this stuff really, really quick because there's quite a bit of stuff in here. So first of all, I got a bunch of little plastics right here. Just, you know, stuff I can pair on the back of a jig head. I have some little marabou jigs right there as well. And then I have hooks, some eagle claw hooks, a couple sizes. And then I also have some swivels just in case I need to make up some sort of a rig. I also carry some jig heads in here, a couple different sizes. And then I also have some marabou jigs. There's one, here's one right there. I also have like a mini jig just in case I need a little finesse jig. And then I also have some more marabou jigs. These are really great, actually. I love these. Catch a lot of fish with those. So I got a little section with marabou jigs. Then over here I have my little crankbait section. As you can see, these things are all tangled up, but I'll kind of go through them really quick so you can see what I got. I got 2 of these little jigging wraps right here. These are great. Use these more in the colder months if I need to do some vertical jigging or ice fishing through the ice. These work great. I also have some little baits by Euro Tackle. Again, they sent me out a bunch of stuff. And one of the things they sent me was this little thing out here. These are really cool. I think these are called the Viper something. I'll have to look and see. These are really cool. They're like a little teeny lipless crankbait. Really cool little baits. Then I also have a tiny little cotton Cortel bait. I actually made a video on these. These are really good. And then I also have this little bee right here. These are really cool. And then I have a scatter wrap. Again, this stuff's all kind of tangled up and I haven't untangled it yet. But you get the idea. A lot of little crankbaits and stuff in there that I like to throw. Then over here, I have some spinners. Got the classic Mepps spinner right here. These are great. Always keep these on hand. Got another size right here. It's a little bigger size. Then I have a tiny little buzz bait right here and a tiny little spinner bait. And I always try to keep these mini buzz baits and spinner baits because you never know when you're gonna need something with a little flash and vibration, and yet it's gonna have a nice small profile. Then I got another little spinner right there. So just a couple spinners and stuff. I got a bunch of spoons in here, but I'm only really gonna show you the ones that I use the most. So my 2 favorite spoons that I use all the time are the Castmaster and the little Clio. The Castmaster is absolutely fantastic. I've caught a lot of fish on this thing. It's great. A little more finesse of a spoon, I would say. It does have a nice flash and vibration, but if I need a little bit more thump, I'll whip out a little Clio. These are absolutely fantastic. So I have all kinds of different sizes and weights in there, and I use these all the time when I'm fishing rivers and streams. So that's pretty much what's in the river and stream box. Again, more finesse stuff that I'm gonna be using for creeks and rivers. And so that's kind of what I have in there. Now moving on to my kind of miscellaneous / topwater box. I got just a little bit of everything in here. Again, I try to keep a little bit of everything in the bag, and I can cycle stuff in and out of the bag based on where I'm gonna be fishing or what species I'm gonna be targeting. So I'm mostly prepared for any fishing scenario that comes my way. Okay, so moving on to this box, we have a topwater frog. Never know when you're gonna need a topwater frog. right there. This is a Pad Crusher by Booyah, my favorite frog, probably of all time. Fairly inexpensive, works so good, love this thing. I have Whopper Ploppers as well. Whopper Ploppers, I think, are my favorite topwater bait of all time. These are so good. I have this perch one right here, which I absolutely love. And then I have this black one. Fun fact about this black one, I actually caught this one out of a river. I was just fishing and I snagged some fishing line and I pulled the fishing line in and there was a Whopper Plopper attached to it. So I got a free bait out of the river. These are worth like 13 bucks, so I was pretty happy. Then moving over into here, we have swim jigs, of course. I love these. These are the Striking swim jigs with my Signature Series swim bait on the back. Love those. Also have a chatterbait, just in case I need a chatterbait. Oh, I got some more swim baits. These are Storm Wildeye Bluegill. I use these quite a bit for northern pike fishing in rivers. They're pretty good. Pretty good. Got a spinnerbait, of course, just in case we need to get some thump. I actually got two of them. I got a red one here, and then I have this bigger one with bigger blades and trailer hooks on the back. You never know when you're gonna need a big swim bait. And then I got a big boy bait, just in case I need to throw something big for pike or muskie. Got this big spinner right here. This is by Upscale Lures, I think. Kenny from Upscale Lures actually hand makes these, and he actually helps me with the Signature Series line of swim baits as well. So he's a great guy. He's got some great products. Then I have a random steel leader in there too, just in case I need steel leader for northern pike. Then moving on to this box, this is my crankbait box right here. Got a bunch of different crankbaits in here. Again, you guys know I love throwing crankbaits, so got some stuff in here. I also have like a couple random things. Starting off, I have this thing. This isn't a crankbait, but it's in there. This is a Savage 3D Bluegill. I think for the money, this is one of the best realistic swim baits you can buy. I love this thing. Northern pike, big bass. It works really good. And then I have a big deep diving crankbait. Again, a lot of times when I'm fishing, I'm doing kind of these exploratory trips where I don't really know what I'm gonna run into. So I like to keep a wide variety of baits on hand. So I have a deep diving crankbait right here. This is a Bomber fat-free shad, great bait. Big old lip, gets down to like 20 feet, I think. Then I also have just another swim bait right here. This is like a cheap swim bait off Amazon. It works okay if I need a big profile. Then I have this thing right here. This is a Rapala Shadow Wrap, I believe. Yeah, Shadow Wrap Deep 11, slow sinking. These are absolutely fantastic. I love throwing these, especially in the spring for smallmouth. These are awesome. I also have a Shad Wrap right here, just in case I need something that'll dive deep but have a little bit more of a finesse action. Then I have this thing right here. I don't even know what this is. I found this lure hunting last year. It's just a little square bill. It's in good condition, so I threw it in the box. You never know when you're gonna need a little square bill. I also carry quite a few X wraps because they're great for rivers and streams. This one right here is a smaller size, got a great color to it. Love throwing those. Nice little finesse jerk bait. Then I have, I believe this is a Wiggle Wart right here. This bait has a lot of action, really aggressive action. So if I need something that dives deep and has an aggressive action, got a Wiggle Wart. Of course, I have a couple KVD 1.5s. You guys know I love my KVD 1.5s. These are a little bit different. They have a little flatter lip, so they run a little bit shallower. But then I also have just the standard KVD 1.5. I love these things. Some of my favorite baits of all time. They catch me so many fish. They're absolutely fantastic. This little bait right here by Euro Tackle, I believe this is a Viper as well. A Viper something, I can't remember the name. Just a nice little lipless crankbait. It's got some rattles in it. It's got a big presence. Then I have this guy right here. This is a Live Target crappie. I actually found this one lure hunting as well. Great bait. Realistic. If I need a realistic pattern, then that's something that I have on hand. I have another X-Wrap. This is a bigger one. Again, I like having these on hand. They just work really, really well. Then I also have two Husky jerks right here. I have a big size and I have a smaller size. These are just great. I love having these. For some reason, the Husky jerk just works so well in rivers and streams that I fish. I think these do a really good job at imitating like a creek chub. These are kind of my go-to if I need a big jerk bait for fishing rivers and streams. I want to try and catch a bigger fish, a big bass or a pike even. These are just absolutely fantastic. So that's the crankbait box, and I think that's pretty much it for the tackle bag. So guys, there you go. That is what is currently in my tackle bag. And honestly, this thing is packed pretty light right now. I have a lot of other tackle obviously in storage, but this is packed pretty light. But the great thing about this bag is that if I need to pack a little heavier, it has the room for me to do that. So I'm able to even fit more stuff into here. This thing is just absolutely fantastic. I have loved using it so far this summer, and it has changed the game for me when it comes to being able to pack not only camera gear, but the fishing gear that I need to get the job done. It's made my life a lot easier. So there you go.